Hello everyone. So we are here for this video to decorate the Nutcracker book. Okay, now there's a lot of pockets in this thing and I'm going to fill as many as I can. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit for whoever, because there's whoever decides to end up with this. I already kind of laid out where everything's going, and I did that because I want to see if I can. It's really full of stuff now. None of it's glued, but let's start toward the front, I guess, and then I'll get my book weight, and we'll start right here. Now, I did this old vintage bingo card. Some of you were in the video that I made this. So a lot of the stuff you've seen me make is going to go into this book. Now, yes, my needle, not my needle, but my pen, it was in here. It's slow. So instead of putting the library pocket right here at the beginning like I normally do, I just love how this bingo card turned out. So we're doing it first, and we're going to make it a tuck. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put the library pocket yet. I kind of laid it somewhere, but I'm not too sure. This book, after I decorate and put the closure on it, will be done. And so will the deer book be. It will be done. They'll both be done this week, probably Wednesday, but I can't put them up for sale until I get back from my surgery. Sorry guys, I don't have anyone here to man the store. Okay, now this is gonna have to be clipped, because let me make sure if there's glue sticking out anywhere we need to get off first. I don't think so. Maybe a little bit right there. But anyway, so yeah, I love how this little old worn out bingo card turned out. And so I decided it's going to introduce you to the book. Now, yeah, it's down really good. I just want to clip it to be sure we don't have any issues. Okay, let me get the clip on here. All right. Now get on there. There you go. And I need one more for over here. Now, I don't know what's going to be put in there yet. I have not made that decision. I just kind of put things in the book. I didn't look to see if there were more on one side than the other. I just decided it didn't matter because there was so much that needed to be put in the book. So I'm just going to start here at the front and work our way back. So this is where I thought we'd do the library pocket. Now, as you can see, the library pocket is nothing over the top fancy. It just has the due date and a happy holidays tag with a wreath and a nutcracker and some old worn out tissue I had. Now, this has got sticky on the back, but I'm going to add a little glue, because I never trust it. You know how that is. You never trust it. At least I don't. Now, I should have filled my glue bottle up as I'm doing this here. I'm noticing that it might have done a little better for me had I, you know, filled up the bottle. So, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I'm having a busy day. Yeah, I'm going to put that right there. You know, I've determined that it doesn't matter how many pages you put in a book. Look at that. It's just acting up. It's because I just have things stuffed inside the book. But it really will make it easier because I know the deer book, when I did the video on the deer journal, it was harder going along. It took longer, and I want us to be able to get more accomplished in this video. Okay, so let me get over here where you can see. So there's the story. I will show you all of that later. It's a lot of Christmas tree pages, music sheets from the Nutcracker, a lot of stuff going on. So right here, I made some really pretty snowy winter pockets and tags for this book in the same blues, or in two different blues, I'll put it that way. And I like the way they turned out, so I decided to use them in this book. Because we need tags in this book. Now, I made like 7, I think. So, I'm going to put this right here. And I like the way this turned out. I just used some cold color paper. And yeah, of course, it is flooding out the sides. Let's see. On all corners. If it's not one thing, it's something else slowing me down, right? You guys know what I mean? Oh, my word. It's always something. So I'm going to get this adhesive remover and try to get some of this. It's still kind of wet. And I don't want to close the page when it's wet. So just going to get the little, it's not a lot. It's just in more than one place. See, that's already gone from there. This one is going to go up there. Go away. Go away, little glue. All the little boogers from it. I'll have to be more careful when I put the next one down, so we don't have it gluing to something else. This was more than it should have been coming out of there. I looked as I was putting it down, and maybe I just had it too close to the edge. I'll be careful this time. I aggravate myself when I do that. Do you guys get aggravated at yourself sometimes? This is the tag I made for this little pocket I made. And it will go in here. But right now, this is still wet. So I think I'm going to leave the tags over here for now. And let all of this dry before we put the tags in. Now right here, this is another little tag I made with ice in a little bag. So I want to put it back here, but I don't want it to look, how do I put it? How do I say it? I don't want it to be like, I don't want a whole lot of words behind it. So probably what I should do is add some paper there. And I could very easily add some of this. But who wants to glue down a piece of paper? So you know what? We're going to skip this one until after the video. And I'm going to set it aside because I didn't think about that. And I don't want words writing behind, you know, other things. So here is the tag for this one. And I'm going to put the tag aside. And this is Heartfelt Creations paper. It's snowman paper from many years ago, unfortunately. But it's just blue. So, you know, you can come up with any blue to match the digital here. And I figure you guys will want to do a lot of decorating yourself. So it's going to go right here. Same spot as most of the pockets will go. Okay. Now right here, looks like I got it all. Isn't that little snowflake cute? I thought so too. Okay, no glue on that one. Much better, Paula. Now here's a cute little pocket right here. And these are the pockets that you will probably have to fill. If I have time before my surgery, I will try to help you out with that. But really, you need to have some places to put your own things. And at least when I do a book, or when I get a book or make a book, I like it to be that way. I could have swore I put more up toward the front, but maybe I didn't. But right here is the sugar plum pocket. I made one to go on this purple, but I only had enough paper to make one. After I used the main one. And I don't have a tag for this one, I don't think. I'll have to just look. But I know for the little bags, I have to come up with a journaling pocket. So I've got this little tag here with Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy and with some different little characters. And I'm going to put it in here, I think. But we're going to have to wait till it dries. So I'm stacking them in order over here. And in this little bag, we will do a journaling card. I don't have the little journaling cards that I have available right in front of me, but they'll go in here, and they'll look really cute there. They're just the right size. Here we go. There's another bag, and it's been opened as well. So you'll get something in there. These pockets appear because that's what allows us to put the little golden book in the journal without cutting it off and trying to figure out how to get it in there. So on this side, here's one of the little ballerinas. On this side, I'm going to put her right on the edge, and she'll be for you to add to tuck things under. And I am doing the side too, because I don't know about you, but I hate putting a tuck in and not being able to, oh, that's some messy glue. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Making sure it's not leaking everywhere. Now let's see if it will fit fine. So I'm going to put it down as far as I can on the bottom. Hopefully I don't have to trim any of this off. I try to do it the same height as the paper. But, you know, sometimes things don't work like you want them to. You just never know, right? So right here, it's a little bit of glue, but not much. It feels like, oh, right there is some. I got it on my fingers. That's all right. Now, just don't want to get it on another page. So I'm going to turn this a little bit for now and make sure I don't have a lot leaking or something over here. And I don't. I think I got whatever it was onto my fingers. So did you guys have a good weekend? We had a busy weekend, but you know, we do every week, I think. And let's see here. Now let's go to the next thing. Now there'll be something tucked in that. If not, it'll probably be a journaling card or something. Okay. I'm going to have to put something right here, and I will. How about we put a Nutcracker there while we're in the area. Okay, so I have several of these little Nutcracker things, but I'm looking for something that is small, and that would fit right here perfectly in the corner. Let me look at this other one. It may not be a Nutcracker when it's all said and done. Let's do, we could do him, or we could do Merry Everything and a Happy Always. I like that too, don't you? Okay, let's put that there. This thing is full of Nutcrackers, and we don't want you to get sick on Nutcrackers. So we'll do the Merry this and Merry that. Okay, let me put this back over here, out of the way. Now, even though this is chipboard, I'm still going to glue the back. I just don't trust that it will stay, you know, long term. What's a little glue? I'm just saying, what's a little glue? Now, I don't like tags like this to show, so I always try to cover them. Am I always successful? No, not always. If you don't have the right thing, it's kind of hard, isn't it? So, I'm trying to get that last letter covered up. Let's give it a couple minutes to kind of adhere. Oh my goodness, Rick and I today went to the hardware store, which is called Menards. I'm sure you guys have them where you are at, or somewhere near you. And they had all their Christmas stuff out. And of course, I had to go through all the Christmas stuff. Bought 2 wreaths, some garland, a couple garlands for the fireplace. And then I'm a snowman person. I like snowmen during the holidays. Now, I remember I was going to put something here. And what did I do with it? Maybe. Nope, it wasn't that. We'll figure it out. I'll get something there. I'm not going to let it stop us right now, because I'll go through this book again. Now, this is a pocket made out of a bag, okay? And I made a tag for it, okay? And I made this tag. Isn't she cute? Then the back, you can journal on the back, and it goes in the back part of the envelope. And then I add a music sheet, and it says Nutcracker. So I'm going to take these things out for right now and put them there while this dries. Now, this is one of the heavier things, so I had decided that I would not put a pocket back here, because it will be just too much for this book. Now see, here I go. Gonna have plenty of glue, but I'm mostly gonna want to cover these edges. Not too close though, because when you put something heavy, like this is heavier than just like a pocket, okay? So when you put heavier things, whoops, into your book, you want to make sure you have plenty of glue, because it won't stay if you don't. Okay, now let me see if I got that inside this pocket. It felt like I did, but who knows? We'll check it. Maybe not. Well, we'll put it in and then we'll check it. Okay, so I'm going to put it up toward the side of the book. And that's going to make it more difficult to adhere. So I'll probably have to clip it down. And as you see, I'm just pushing very gently around all the edges. I'm keeping the page straight up, because if you bend it, it will never glue down. And I'm just giving it a nice massage so that it can attach easier. And let me get some clips. You know what? I bet these clips are done with their work. Let's put them right here. And that will keep that on there. And let's put this one on the inside. Yeah, see, I can already see that it needs some extra help. Okay. And then here at the top, I'll put this one here at the top. Maybe. We're going to have to put one on both sides, actually, because I can see that it wants extra help. Okay. Okie doke. Okay, so let's put this on there. And put it right along this part here. Now, I just noticed that there's a little bit of glue sticking out here, and it's ugly. So, let me get that. Otherwise, I will fret over it. Okay. All right. Okay, so that one is in. This is in. Let's see how yeah, she looks good now. She's all sealed down. Doesn't take long once you clip them and you baby them until it's time for, you know, the next thing to be clipped. Okay. So. There's another side pocket. Now, this little girl, let's see if we can prop this up. I want to keep this portion. Why don't we come back to this once the other side is dry? Let's go back and work backwards for now. We'll go back, but I just want that to lay flat on top of that one, the one portion. And over here is another situation that's the same. We need to put this in where, you know, where we can get it down without any problem. Okay, now this is going to be another one that we do put down heavy. You know, we made this together the other day. Yeah, out of old book pages. Okay, let's go over here. Now this is going to have to be clipped down too. I hate that the digital kit that I got did not have journaling cards or anything like that. So I had to like physically make a bunch. And not that that's okay. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But usually you can get them to save you a little bit of time. And I even take the digitals and I will actually put them in the books, but I usually add extra decorating to them because, you know, I think it looks better when you give it some depth or dimension. So I meant to take these tags out. So let's do that real quick. I don't want anything to be behind them. See, this is already like growling at me. So I need to go in here and actually give it a good squeeze down. It wants its massage too. Okay, I'd kind of like to have one myself. Okay, let me get the eraser. Yeah, there's some right there. Let's see if we can get some of that out. There we go. And let's turn it this way. Every bottle of glue I have is going to fall over here in a minute, probably. There's one down. Now, we're going to clip these as well. And we get all this big stuff clipped in. It will save heartache or headache next time if I don't, you know, because what happens is if you don't get them glued down, you just got to keep working at it. And it's easier to get it glued down to start with. That is what I think. That's what I have discovered anyway. Just fix it right to start with. And then there's no question as to whether it will stay. I don't like to just halfway put something in the book and just put a little line of glue. Nope, that's against me. I like to make sure it's going to stay together. And there you go. So, what can I say? Maybe we can go back this way now. Now that this one is still down and it's doing good, we'll leave it a little bit longer. All right, so let's work our way over. And this, I believe, is where we were. But I'm going to tell you, I think instead of putting this here, that we'll put it in the pocket right here. And the reason I think we need to do that is because I've discovered in putting some of these down, it makes the pouch really tight. And so inside this pouch is a journaling card. I'll get it right in just a minute. Okay, so we're picking back up there. And this is a cute little envelope. It's a blue envelope. There's no gluing. You clip it in. I folded it in half and just made it into a journaling card or journaling book. So you can just flip it open and journal inside. If you want to journal on the back, you can. And I just clipped it onto the front cover here. And I did it down low. You can do it down low or do it up high, but either way, you want to clip it in. If you have another closure ideal, you can change it to that. So that's that page. Moving along, moving right along. Let's see if I can get some of this stuff out of my way. It's one of my problems is I have so much on my desk from making things and working on this all morning. getting some things made. Here is a really cute glassine bag. Isn't that pretty? This is the only small thing. Here is the tag that I have inside it. I'm going to put it to the side. This is going to glue right in the middle, just like that. And we are not going to leave the back open, just the inside of the bag, because, you know, I just like it that way better. I would have flipped this from the outside, but my tag that I wanted to use for this may not have, I know it wouldn't have fit. So I chose not to do that. Now I know you're going to be able to see some glue probably through the bag, but I think that will even get better as it dries. Okay, I just want to make sure. I know sometimes when you go around the edge you get close, but I like it to stay. Okay, and if there's big clumps, I usually try to get those, knock them down a little like this, so it doesn't spread all the way out. Okay, here we go, in the center. There we go. Pretty, pretty. And when this dries, we'll get the tag back in it. Okay. No leak of glue. Now right here, there's a really scary looking character. So I wanted to put a Nutcracker right here. Come on, glue. Now on this Nutcracker we're going to put, for now anyway, unless I change my mind, we're going to put a journaling card. Right there. I like this journaling, this paper with the Nutcrackers. I like the colors and pretty much everything about it. So here on this little pocket or bag, I've put a tag with another Nutcracker. So Nutcracker, Nutcracker, Nutcracker. I think that is the name of the story, right? So we can let that dry first. Here's another bag that will have a journaling, something journaling in it. Now, I did the belly band early on so that it would hold. Now, this is a index type card I made. And there was clip art, and I cut the clip art out and put the tree together. So, hopefully it will fit, and it fits perfect. Right here. There we go. Now, on this page, we're going to kind of do something similar, only we're going to put it right here. And this blue paper that I've got here has nutcrackers and Christmas trees and so forth on it. Now, this tag that you see laying right here is decoupaged with a napkin that I had, and I really did like those napkins. I just think it looked really good with this particular pocket and the colors in the background. This is I had some graphic 45, and that's what was on the back. No, not graphic. Yep, it was graphic 45. And the background of those aren't really, you know, purple and orangey red. But they match his pants perfect. And these guys, jackets. So that's good. Now that tag is going to go in here as soon as we get that finished. Another bag here to put a journaling card in. And here we go. And we have a little bit here I want to cover. Let's see what we've got to cover this. How about a dimensional Nutcracker? These are just fun. You can find all kinds of goodies in Hobby Lobby's little section of Christmas. This one is 3-dimensional, but I'm going to still add some glue to the back here as soon as I get it to cooperate. They also popped it up a little bit, but I think I don't want to add anything else to make it taller in the book. This little leg is wanting to, oh, it's made that way on purpose so that it moves, but I don't think that's a good idea. Excuse me. I got too much glue there. Pardon me. Okay. Sometimes I can make the biggest mess. Are you guys that? Do you ever find that with yourself? Be crafting along and just think you're doing great, and then you have this mess to clean up. And mostly it's on me. Okay. Now, let's put it right there. Yeah. Make sure his little legs are glued down like I wanted them. I gotta let him glue so he doesn't get jerked off of there real easy. Yeah, there we go. I think that little spot is fine. Who knows? I may come back and put something there. Just have to wait and see. Okay, so keep going. We're getting close. I need to check our time. Oh, we're doing good. Doing good, doing good. That helps putting it in the right place, because then there's the tag. This is the same as the ones that we had in the first signature. I made 2 pockets alike and tags. I did the tags the same way because you can mass produce them. And I wanted them to be pretty and frosty, cold looking like winter, even though, you know, winter isn't, I guess, brought up in this, but I know it snows. So I wanted it to have a little cold. Excuse me. Let me get a drink. Hopefully that will fight that little problem. All right. On the next page is the other one. This one says snow. Now, I'm trying to decide, did I put it here or did I put it over there? I think I decided to put it here so I wouldn't cover up the characters. yeah. I got these little snow words when I went to my retreat a couple years ago. And everybody brings stuff they don't want anymore, and they toss it on the table, and different people come along that might like it, and they take it home. Well, these little, I got like probably 8 of those little snow words, and I have just used them to death. I like them, but that person must have not had any use for them. That's why you share, right? If you don't use it, someone else will. Okay, now let's see how close to being getting all this glued in we are. Okay, now I thought these little dogs were funny, and they were dressed like little nutcrackers. So I put Susan's greeting, joy to the world, and I put an actual nutcracker, and I put nutty or nice. What do you think they are? And back here, I did visions of sugar plums with the little ballerina. And inside is a journaling card that I stitched around and made it fit perfectly. Now, on this, I am going to attach this flap around the page and make it flip. So one of the things I love about these little seed packs that Target had that year is you can actually, you know, have them be a flip out. And it's fun. So I'm going to put it down here at the bottom so whoever ends up with this journal will have fun flipping stuff out. So I just glue the flap down and make sure it's, you know, will close nicely before I let it completely dry. Let me get it back over here in camera. So I get this part, make sure there's nothing that's too violent as far as glue. And then you just pull out your journaling card. If I didn't glue it, there it is. And put it back in and flip it shut. Fun, right? And easy. And you can journal underneath it, which is nice. So I'm taking the clips off of this right here. I think this is gluing nicely now. Let me wipe off this tip and put the lid on for a minute while we decide what's next. Now, I did, let's go back to the clipped areas. I actually did make some envelopes to clip on the book, and I'll do those in just a minute. I just want to get all the clips out of the book. And then we'll go back and fill the pockets, the big pockets, and decide at that point what else needs to happen. So I guess that's the last of the clips right there. Okay, now let's go back to the beginning. I know something I shouldn't have done, and that's add this here. And you're probably asking, well, why not, you know? Well, because I'm going to have to put a hole right here to do the closure on the book. So I apologize that I showed you wrong on that, but I still like the way it looks. And I think whoever ends up with the book will like it too. And I am going to make something to slip behind here. Okay, so we're going to start right here, putting things in pockets. Now, this is the library pocket there, so there's nothing to go there. And I'm going to go quick so we can get them all in, and then I can decide what I need to make. Okay, this one's going to go right in here. I'm going to move over so you can see a little better. At least I hope you can. Let me see. It's hard to tell. My new setup is hard for me. And it's hard to know if I'm making shadows. Drives me crazy. Here are the frosted trees, or the snowy trees that go in this pocket. Okay. Okay, let's go through here. I'm trying to think where I want envelopes as I go along, and so far, I don't know if I want to clip them. I may end up putting them in a pocket, but we'll see. For now, I'm going to put this little sack with a little journaling card in it. Now, that could change. I'm still thinking of what I want to do as far as that goes. These little corners keep wanting to attach. Okay. All right, I got a little glue leaking over here. Let me get it. I hear fireworks going off at the lake. And I see fireworks. Oh my goodness. Fun. It may be at Silver Dollar City. They're having their, yeah, that's what it is. They're having their Christmas celebration over there tonight. Of course, it started yesterday, November 7th, and it's through Christmas. Really, it's through the end of December, except for December 31st. That's when they start their New Year's celebration for 3 days. There's nothing. Oh, I was going to do something here. I'll find something to put there. I know those things are there. We'll figure it out. So we're going to put this right here. Wow, that's some pretty nice fireworks. And I can see them perfect for my veranda. Okay. There you go. And we're flipping over here. Keep going. Okay. And let's see. And then we put this, remember, in the pouch, which I think was a good idea. And we'll put some other things in those pockets if we can find something that we don't already have in here that works nicely. So I'm trying to go pretty quick here so you can see that whole part of it. And where did it go? Oh, here it is. Goes right inside the glassine bag. And you know what? It looks like I forgot to put ribbon at the top. I'm going to leave that sticking up so I don't forget. That's different. What was I thinking? Okay. Now here is where we decided to add this little journaling card with the Nutcracker in a sack. Now, I'm going to go back to the back here. Remember, we have this. Do you hear the fireworks? It is loud. Sorry about that if it's distracting. Okay, there's that. And this piece journaling card goes right in this pocket. Okay, then we're going back this way again. Let's keep going. I'm going to put that right there so I don't forget. Now, I know I was going the wrong direction. No wonder it seemed weird. Paula, you're distracted by the fireworks. Oh, listen, on the 4th of July, we had so many fireworks in our backyard. And it wasn't us. I mean, big fireworks. the whole neighborhood, really that whole part of town, there was big fireworks going off. There was nothing, little worms and smoke bombs and all that were nothing to the kids. They could just sit down and watch them. I would have preferred that because I always worry someone's going to get hurt. And I know better. Okay, there should be another pocket or two. There's one. And it's got the icicles on it. And I didn't realize I put those back to back. That's so crazy. Okay, so now we have to put in, we're going to have to put in the sack and the mouse envelope. So we got 2 envelopes. But let's just see how they look in one of the big pockets, one of the side pockets. You know, just going to kind of look and see. Here she is. Let's move our little snowman for now. We can, and they have journaling cards inside. Yeah, this pocket's may not. Yeah, there she goes. She's going in there without any problem. I like that better. And let's put the mouse back in the back somewhere. We'll find a pocket back in here. Believe me, they're everywhere. There's 6 of them all together. And we're going to put him right here. There we go. Now, I can't, oh, I remember what we were going to do with this little guy. We were going to decorate this page right here. But I don't know if I want to put it there. So let's just see what else we have close by. Because that is continuation from the other side of the vintage pages. I don't want to interfere, but I like that right there. It's a lot going on, but there are certain pages that do better than other pages. Okay, let's do it right here. Now, on this situation, it's just like the other one. We're going to do glue on the back, and you want to make sure it holds everything down. Boy, that just went bonkers, didn't it? Okay. I don't know if you guys, a lot of you probably have been to Silver Dollar City, which is like an amusement park, but it's an artsy, crafty park too. It has things for the kids to do. It has things, and everybody's dressed in, you know, olden day clothes with beards, and they have great food everywhere. But they do a Christmas parade at, you know, starting November 7th. They do a Christmas parade, and the whole park is decorated in lights. And they also have a giant, and I mean giant, Christmas tree. And it plays music, and it changes colors and designs, and it's massive. And it's, you know, about every 15 minutes, it performs for you. And it's unbelievable. But every tree in the park, every bush, you just walk along and there's nothing but lights. It's really awesome. And, you know, decorations, other decorations. They have a live nativity there. They have a couple of different shows. I don't know what they are this year. Last time we went, it was the Christmas Carol. And it may be every year. I don't know. But it's so good and done by professionals. And yeah, so there is this little page. Now I also made, I'm not going to open it, a little Nutcracker book, and it tells the story. Now where this is going to go, I have no idea, but I'll figure it out. And in the meantime, so this is pretty full. See, look at that. Wow, that is full. But that's okay. We're going to make it, you want it to have things in it, right? I'm not adding anything else. I was going to find, make a tag or a journaling card to slide back here. And I might slide in some generic journaling cards that are in the right color scheme. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you had fun watching this process. And I hope you'll come back and see the flip through. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button if you enjoy watching my videos. And like if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.